Welcome back. Session 3. You've made it through the text session and the illustrated scenes. The content in this session is more intense, real photographs this time. If you find yourself wanting to skip ahead or feeling like you need a break after this one, both of those are fine, but stay for the full session first. SUDS check before we begin. Rate your anxiety right now, 0 to 10, before the first image appears. Write it down. We'll compare it to your end rating and to your end rating next time you run this session. Why photographs hit differently? I want to explain why we moved from illustrated scenes to real photographs rather than jumping straight here from the start. Your amygdala processes faces differently from drawings. Real photographs of real people activate the social evaluation system at a much higher level than illustrated equivalents. When you see a photograph of a group of people laughing, the part of your brain responsible for reading social cues actually tries to work out what's happening. Are they laughing at something? At someone? Is there a threat here? That processing happens automatically and quickly. Before your conscious mind has made any assessment, your threat system has already run its scan. For people with social anxiety, that scan is biased. It defaults to threat interpretation. The group laughing becomes threatening. The person looking in your direction becomes evaluative. The crowd becomes a gauntlet. That bias is what we're targeting today, not by telling your amygdala it's wrong, but by giving it repeated experience of looking at these images and not having anything catastrophic follow. Let's begin. Take in the whole scene. Notice your initial read of it. What your brain is telling you about what's happening here. Does it feel welcoming, threatening, like something you'd feel comfortable walking into, or something you'd want to avoid? Just notice. Don't force a different interpretation. That specific image, people laughing together. For most people with social anxiety, that image carries automatic threat. The question, are they laughing at me, arrives before any conscious assessment happens. You're not in this photograph. You're looking at it from the outside, and yet the threat response activates anyway. That's how powerful the social evaluation system is. Stay with the image. Let the discomfort be there. Some of you will notice an urge to reason your way through this. That reasoning can be a safety behavior. It's a way of getting the anxiety down in this moment. If possible, for this exposure, try to resist it. The goal is to stay with the discomfort, not to resolve it. Your amygdala learns from staying, not from reassuring. A workplace scene, informal, the brief glance in your direction. Social anxiety tends to read neutral faces as negative, and that fraction of a second glance becomes laden with meaning. What were they thinking? Did they notice something? Observe what your brain does with this one. Someone looking in your direction. Hold this one a little longer than feels comfortable. Notice what your body does. Does your breathing change? Is there a pull to look away? Stay with it. The crowd at night. You're surrounded but separate. This tends to activate what I'd call the invisibility-visibility paradox of social anxiety, feeling simultaneously invisible, unseen, unimportant, and hypervisible, conspicuous, exposed. Both feelings can be active at the same time. Notice if that's true for you. The empty room waiting to be filled. For a lot of people, this one is quietly activating, the anticipatory quality of it, the implicit, you will have to stand at the front, the chairs waiting to be filled with evaluating faces. Stay with it. The room being empty doesn't remove the threat for social anxiety, it just lets the imagination fill it. A conversation that may or may not have room for you. Social anxiety has already made the decision. It's closed. Notice the story arriving. Take a moment with this before we finish. Okay, last image done. Rate your SUDS now, 0 to 10. Where did you land? Compare it to where you started. If there's movement, even a point, that's your amygdala processing the experience. If this is a repeat session, compare your end rating today to your end rating from last time. The downward trend is what we're building. What comes next? You sat with real photographs of real social scenarios and let your threat system do what it does, without escaping, without looking away, without talking yourself down. That's significant. Real photographs are meaningfully harder than illustrated scenes, and you stayed. Next session moves to audio, a soundscape exposure. No visuals, just sound. Some people find that session easier than this one. Some find it harder. Either way, keep the pattern going. Repeat this session until your SUDS has come down, then move forward. I'll see you in session 4.